Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today, I'm talking about the movie Spectre, directed by Sam Mendes, starring Daniel Craig, Christoph Waltz, Leah Seydoux, Ralph Fiennes, Ben Winshaw, Naomi Harris, Andrew Scott, and Dave Bautista, and many others. Huge cast. In this movie, something from James Bond's past leads him on a mission to take down a secret organization that are trying to do a lot of bad stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Simple plot to the movie, but it was entertaining as well. Now, before I get to the good, I'm going to start off with the bad. Daniel Craig. Now, I think he's a cool James Bond, and I like him as James Bond. But his performance in this movie at times was a little bit stiff and wooden. And, I mean, there were times he actually did show some emotion, but a lot of the time he was trying to be so cool and so collected at all times that it made his performance seem a little bit cold. And then you have Christoph Waltz. Now, I like Christoph, and I like him in a lot of other movies. But in this movie right here, his performance was just generic. I mean, nothing he did in this movie really stood out to me, or maybe like say, oh my gosh, he was the best bad guy ever. I really loved him. No, not really. He could be replaced by anybody, really. They could have had him replaced with an extra. It would have been no difference. And his motivation for being a bad guy was kind of muddy. It didn't really make quite much sense. He was just a bad guy just for being a bad guy, really. So nothing he did was not anything special. Then even Dave Bautista in this picture, his performance wasn't I think his performance was a little bit better than Christoph Waltz, even though he didn't even say anything. He was just a muscle, and his fight scenes were good, but I think he stood out more to me than Christoph Waltz did. Which is kind of messed up. Another thing about the movie is it's very predictable. You kind of see what's going to happen before it even happens. So if any reveal they're going to do, it's not really shocking because you already knew it was going to happen from the first place. There was a person in the picture who was revealed later on as the bad guy, but you kind of knew he was the bad guy the first time you saw him. So when they finally revealed he was the bad guy, it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I already knew that the first time I heard you started talking. I mean, if you're going to make somebody reveal to be the bad guy, don't make him somebody you already hate from the beginning. Because you hate him already, when he feels as a bad guy, you don't really care. If you liked him from the beginning, he was very nice and charming, and you got into him as I actually like this guy. And then they reveal he's the bad guy, it might fill you through a loop like this. Oh my God, I did not see that coming. But if he's already a butt, and then you reveal at the end he's a butt, oh, okay. And since the movie is so predictable, you know nobody's in danger. The danger level drops because you know they're not going to kill James Bond. He's fine, and everybody else seemed to be okay too. So the only people who are going to be in trouble were the bad guys, which was going to happen to them anyway. So it's like this, whatever, I guess. But here's the parts that I did like. The action scenes were fantastic. There was a plane car chase scene in this movie that I really enjoyed. I mean, the action started from the beginning of the picture when James Bond chasing that guy down through the streets of Mexico. Totally on board. Every time there was action in it, I was in it. The fight sequences was fantastic. There's a fight scene between James Bond and Dave Bautista's character, Hinks. I really enjoyed because it was choreographed, but it wasn't like beautifully choreographed. It was like raw, rough. It looked like a regular street fight. They were really going at it, and it was amazing. Really liked it. The humor in the movie, the humor was great. It made me laugh at times. I really did enjoy it. And also, it was beautifully shot. I mean, every scene looked amazing. Like, oh my God, it was so sleek and so cool. I mean, just like James Bond being sleek and cool, so was the way it was shot. it looked amazing. So even though there were some bad parts to it, being unpredictable, the reveals weren't really reveals, the performances weren't really all that spectacular, but I still had a whole lot of fun watching it at the same time. I know, weird. So I had to give the movie a grade. I'm giving it a solid. I'm going to say it's a B minus. It's a B minus, but it's still enjoyable though. It's a B minus, but it's an enjoyable B minus. I had fun watching it. Okay, check it out for yourself. Hopefully you will have a whole lot of fun watching it too. And if you have seen Spectre, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about it. And if you haven't seen it, I say go check it out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. And then let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments. Well, that's all I got to say about that. So give my channel a big old like, hit the thumbs up, boom, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. So like I always say, in my dreams and in real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.